Welcome to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Oh, and I'm not shy. I am fly with no more pink eye. God dang it. Woo! I'm back. How I look? I'm too sexy for them shades. Too sexy. Yes, I'm paid. Too sexy. Yeah, I made it. Damn it. Woo! I feel good. I look a mess still. I can't lie. I got bags under my eye. I look like I went 3 rounds with Mike. Oh, snap, man. Thank you guys for rocking with your boys. Even through the Hollywood stage of my T.O. pink eye, right? Had to wear my shades. That's my quarterback. I was looking a damn mess up here. But thank you for your viewership. Brings TV, Reach TV, your membership. Wiley's World, YouTube, Pioneer DJ set and kit is coming your way so you can like your boy, Dat Dude. But let's start off the show like we always start off the show with, what's up with Dat Dude? Well, yesterday, my wife and I, we neglected our kids. That's right. My wife came home. She was just full of some new energy, and she was like, baby, let's go out to eat. Now I'm looking at her like, yeah, we ain't never going in to eat because you ain't never cooking. So let's go out to eat, right? So I ain't mad at that. But it was like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, the itty bitties just got home. You know, 4 to 8 is me and itty bitty time. We kicking it. And I had a little of that parental guilt, but I was like, you know what? I just read this yesterday, that the most important relationship in a family is not mother to kids. It's not father to kids, right? It's not even kids to kids. It's mother to father. And that kind of caught me off guard because it was right underneath my nose. And it was weird, like, damn, you're right. Because when you got a happy relationship at the top, it all just trickles down, right? So I was like, I gotta make sure, because I'm guilty of this. Oh man, I love my wife, but we be having issues sometimes. And then I just go straight to my kids. I'm here and bunkered in with the kids. I am just doing this with the kids, right? And that's my protection. And the kids never do wrong, so it's like a perfect relationship. Well, you gotta make sure you take care of the difficult one at times, which is the marital relationship. So we went to a hole-in-the-wall sushi spot right down the street. Like right next to a liquor store almost, it felt like that kind of hole in the wall. Like you ain't never eaten there. And I used to always be curious, like it's a lot of people there for that to look like that spot. Now, where I live, they always say, don't judge the book by its cover, because the sushi spots out here, woo, you can't see them coming, right? And we went in there, and I was looking around a little nervous. I was like, all right, let me get something in here. I got like a BRC roll. I don't even know what the hell that is. And I ordered it. Oh, woo! This place is fire. So now it's the best kept secret out here in California. Not telling y'all where I went, but had a great conversation with the wife and made sure we restored that love. So that was cool. And then that last night, MJ slept with us on top of Araya, on top of my wife. So therefore, I had to sleep the opposite way, feet to their face, because I was just like, dog, this is too many shoulders up here. Like shoulders. My wife big as hell too. She got them kind of shoulders like this. Then Araya, she gigantic for a 4-year-old. She bowled up. MJ, y'all know what he do. Bow, bow. And then I'm like, all right, let me put my feet down. I'm going to sleep the opposite end. So let's just say these bags under my eyes, not just pink eye, not just Mike Tyson 3 rounds, but also I ain't get the best of sleep. Other than that, took the itty bitties to school and set a new record for drop off. Real parents know you got to set records for drop-off. Every day, it is a competition to get them itty-bitties to their teachers as fast as possible without looking like that parent, right? So today, I set a new record for my drop-off. All right, let's talk about this story right here. Change the tone right now, where 2 Cleveland Brown players were robbed at gunpoint, and that was reported by the police. So 2 Cleveland Brown players robbed at gunpoint by 6, 6 masked men. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that was a setup. We'll talk through it. So the police redacted the names of the victims in the incident, but they were released by the team. We figured out it was Greg Newsome II and defensive tackle Perion Winfrey. Neither was harmed during the incident. So we start there, right? All safe. But according to police, the 2 players left the Cleveland nightclub early Monday morning. You know how you do when you're in the league, anywhere. You don't even got to be in the league, but we know how the league boys do it as well. When they got to Newsome's truck in the nearby parking lot, 6 masked men jumped out of an unknown car and robbed him at gunpoint at 3:30 in the morning. In addition to stealing their jewelry, the suspects fled in Newsome's truck. Okay, so this is not just the low level criminals. This is not just rando. This is a setup. We know where y'all going. We know who y'all are. And we know it's going to be some money involved. So the police are attempting to locate the stolen vehicle. And Newsom referenced the incident on Twitter, writing, "It's a cruel world we live in." Yes, it is. So Newsom wasn't the only Browns player to have his car stolen over the weekend. Check this out. Another source confirmed that the Browns' backup running back, Demetric Felton, had his vehicle stolen out of his apartment garage. All right, so Coach Stefanski says, "I'm glad our guys are okay. We want everybody to be safe. We want to get violent people off our streets." Yes, and it's an ongoing investigation. Now, what else can he say but the obvious, right? So nothing profound coming from Coach Stefanski. Let me give you guys some insight. When you move into a new city, right, and all these guys, 99% of them are not from Cleveland, obviously, and then you move into that city, everyone knows who you are. Why? Because as soon as you move on the block, the neighbors start talking. Guess who lives next to me? And that just continues, right? Because you're a celebrity, especially in that locale, in that location. So when that gets out, all of a sudden, not everybody who's hearing that is so happy for your presence. Some of them are thinking of you as prey. So here's a couple of things that help them become better predators. One, they know your schedule. Mandatory minicamp, blasted on ESPN, blasted on Fox for weeks, right? They see the dates. They know all those celebrities are coming back. So then they know where you live and they know you're back in town. And then everybody in that city knows where the hot spots are, right? So you know where everyone likes to go. Oh, I saw a few Browns players there. Saw a few Browns players there. Blah, blah, blah. So what starts to happen is they just get a scheduling. They get an understanding and intel of not only where you are, but where you're going a lot of the times. So these kind of setups, when they happen, I'll tell you, I had a conversation with Big U. If you guys know who he is, you know who he is. If you don't, find out. We did an interview 25 years ago talking about this very same thing. And a lot of the OGs, especially in those neighborhoods, try to protect the celebrities, try to protect the athletes, the players, but not all of them. Some of them don't check in, some of them don't comply, some of them they don't know, and some of it is just random, right? But the point being, in those situations, there have been calls before on very high-profile players that I know that were saved by someone bigger with stature, OG status, who said, nah, not him. Can you imagine that that's what's really happening in the back doors of these situations in nightclubs and somebody just sitting in the car on the phone with the homies like him? Can we? Can we not? Situations like that. So all I got to say is, man, look, we're all vulnerable. Just some of us are luckier than others. There's no foolproof way of doing this. You can't stay in the house forever because you can get robbed at home. Shannon Sharp, you go out, this situation can happen. Just be smart in everything you do. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, woo, Ja Morant. He toying around, y'all. He playing around, y'all. He's saying it's not what you think, y'all. Really? I hope it's actually what I thought. Because if it's what you're trying to tell me now, I'm not buying it. That's next on Never Shut Up on Brinks TV and Reese TV. Yeah, it really is worse, y'all. This is worse. I hope it ain't true. Oh, goodness. This dude. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. No more pink eye. Now I got them liquor store eyes, as I call them. The Michael Jordan eyes. You know how Michael Jordan be looking like he always at the liquor store? It look like he just had a Bud Light or something. All right, those are how my eyes look right now. They're not clear white, but they're not pink anymore. So thank you guys for your viewership, Brinks TV, Reeks TV, and your membership, YouTube, Wiley's World. Keep joining, because you get stuff like this and a whole DJ kit set. All right, let's get into Ja Morant, who must have had a toy gun set, I guess, the way his camp claims that Ja was holding a toy gun in that second video. Let's get into it. So Ja Morant, we know, been in the headlines for the past month due to his second Instagram Live gun scandal. That's just ignorant in its like your second gun scandal on IG Live. Like, that's how you gonna go down? That's how you gonna lose hundreds of millions of dollars? Ignorant. All right, so the NBA has already conducted this investigation and made a decision, though Adam Silver refused to reveal their findings until the season is officially over after the finals. So as we all wait to see what the NBA has to say about the controversy, a new rumor emerged pushing the narrative that the gun Morant flashed in the IG Live video was a fake. It was a fake gun on fake social media? Oh, that must make it real. All right. So the Breakfast Club host, Claudia Jordan, my dog, let me stop down. First of all, Claudia Jordan is the homie for like 20, 30 years. And all I remember is when she moved to LA, we were at Cedric Ceballos' pool party, which used to be epic in LA. Like half of them Dr. Dre videos back in the days looked like Cedric Ceballos' pool party, right? And I remember meeting her because, one, she fine as hell, and I was too young in the league. You know who was there, too? I was hanging with Kobe Bryant at that time because he was a young hotshot, and I just got drafted. And I remember saying, damn, she beautiful. Goodness. So I came up to her because I was in no space to act like I was really focused. So she just was like, I see you coming, brother. Anyway, long story short, that was like her second day in LA ever. And I remember we just kicked it forever, man. And good luck to her at the Breakfast Club and hosting all that and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, she's the one who made this revelation. Just had to give her stripes. Note that her sources shared that Morant's camp was allegedly claiming that the firearm everyone saw in the video was a toy gun. Okay, so Morant's camp even reportedly sent it to Silver and the league office to push their stance that Morant shouldn't be punished for it, though to no avail. Jordan went on to claim that the league is set to slap the Grizzlies youngster with a 30-game suspension. Okay, I said 41 games. I thought half the season. 30 sounds random. 41 is random, except it's just half the season. And 8 games certainly was random the first time. So she says, quote, Adam Silver is still going to go through with the suspension, looking like it should be 30 games, even though the NBA knows it was a toy gun. Well, they may know it was a toy gun, but this situation is hella real. And sponsors and brands and the brand of the NBA as a whole takes a hit, even if you are out there trying to fake it, Ja Morant. So for what it's worth, the other hosts of the Breakfast Club, they weren't buying the fake gun talk, right? Charlemagne, the God, gotta say the God, huh, even though that's the homie, couldn't help but say that it's a lame excuse. Check, duh. He noted that if it's a toy gun, right, from the start, if you know it's that, his camp should have said it in the beginning. Also questioned why Ja Morant needed to issue an apology. Thank you. If it's a fake gun, why is your boy, first of all, dropping the phone if it's a fake gun? Second of all, if it's a fake gun, he dropped the phone, picked the phone back up, and just laugh at the fake gun. Say, oh, we just making light of what happened before. Nobody was thinking that way because none of that was real in that moment. It was a real gun. That's what I think. So anyway, then why you issue an apology? You got time and time between the fake gun incident that you don't even know the reaction yet. And you could have said anything. You didn't. You waited till the backlash got too much. You started to lose your endorsements like Nike, etc. And then all of a sudden issue an apology. Was that a fake apology, like that was a fake gun? Or was that a real apology about a fake gun? Or was it a real apology about a real gun? Y'all see how fake this sounds? Crazy, right? So DJ Envy also made an argument why he has doubts that Morant's gun was a fake, saying it should have been an orange tip gun if it was a toy gun. That is true, but not 100% true. I remember growing up, there used to be a lot of these shootings. I don't hear about them as much as I used to. Not saying they still don't happen, but growing up, my family was petrified, scared, terrified of us playing with any type of gun. I'm talking about a video game gun. I'm talking about duck hunt. We couldn't even play with duck hunt. Used to see cats rip the wire off a duck hunt and walking around in the gun in the neighborhood before. Not my family. My daddy never. I mean, even the little itty bitty one that was orange, they'll go pant, pant, pant. My daddy was like, no, sir. Living in Compton, living on Slauson, hell no. police come by here or somebody think that's real, you gone, and what you gonna say on your obituary? It wasn't real or something. So made no sense, but they all don't have that orange tip. You know that. BB guns especially. So Morant's his camp has yet to address these latest rumors. Nonetheless, it's unlikely fans will know the truth until the NBA makes its official announcement and decision. And only thing that's evident right now is that Morant is getting suspended, and that is real, not fake. Now, here's the thing. If this was really a fake gun, I thought it was bad before how dumb this was for this guy to, take this type of hit to his brand, to the keys to the NBA that they were dangling right in front of his face. But if he's now going to try and hide behind a stance of that was fake the second time, that's more ignorant because it was already flippant to have a real gun the first time. But that's okay. It's your Second Amendment rights, but you're still looking irresponsible even though nothing's illegal. But the second time, if it's real, dumb. But if it's fake and you're going to get real consequences, you imagine going to jail for something that you didn't even really do? You did something that was fake and you in jail, you got real punishment for something fake. You made this situation worse. I hope this was just a rumor about a homie Claudia. If not, woo, John Morant. I don't know how much lower you're going to go, big dog, because that is real. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, PGA Tour and LIV. Can I live? LIV Golf and PGA Tour? Well, we're going to combine those two and make one now. And I know everybody's like, what? The Crips and Bloods have a peace treaty. That's what this sounds like. Let's talk through it next on Never Shut Up on Brings TV and Reads TV. Crazy. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Thanking you for your viewership. Brings TV, Reads TV, membership, YouTube, Wiley's World. Who's the DJ out there? Huh? Who is in their dorm room going and want some of these, man? Be a YouTube Wiley's World member. They can be yours. All right, PGA Tour, what's up? LIV Golf, what it do? Meet each other, unite. What? What just happened? All right, so we know there have been plenty of bombshell reports during the PGA Tour and LIV Golf League's ongoing battle. And when I say battle, I mean real battle. They were not pulling any punches. Cats were talking about each other to the character. Forget what your brand was. Forget what your game was. Cats were attacking their character. So that battle on the course and in the courts, on the course and in the courts, to topple each other for supremacy in what was once known as the gentleman's game has now ended, right? Because nothing in the past 18 months or so told us that this moment was coming. Not Phil Mickelson's controversial comments about the Saudi Arabian monarchy's history of alleged human rights violations, not major championship winners like Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, and Brooks Koepka, who's my favorite right now, accepting hundreds of millions of dollars. I couldn't even get that out right. Let me say it again. Hundreds of millions of dollars on top of the money they already have and have earned and have accrued to defect to LIV Golf, right? I'm already on the PGA Tour. I'm already a big name. I'm already making millions of dollars. Oh, but I am about to go live my life at LIV Golf for hundreds of millions of dollars. All right. And everybody went through that, right? And now all of that has changed because shortly after 10 o'clock yesterday, the commissioner of the PGA Tour, Jay Monahan, sat with Yasir Al-Rumayyan, I don't know, help me, the governor of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF. I know what that is, which is financing LIV Golf. And they went on CNBC to announce that their circuits, along with the DP World Tour, had reached an agreement to now unify and form a larger commercial enterprise. Okay, Without diving into each individual entity right now, you gotta feel the love of, wow, look at this unification, right? Look at this big conglomerate we now have. That's amazing for a sport. Basically, they have now went from American Football Conference and National Football Conference to form the NFL. Who wouldn't celebrate that? Well, a lot of golf fans are not celebrating that, and a lot of players as well. So PIF, with more than $600 billion in assets, now y'all know why this is happening, will be the leading investor in the yet-to-be-named new entity. You think? Oh, who else gonna lead the damn, who else got 600 billion plus to lead this damn endeavor? So it will also become a premier corporate sponsor of the PGA Tour, DP World Tour, and other international tours. Y'all catching all of this? Nobody saw this coming. I have a lot of friends, golf enthusiasts. As you know, my first sport ever at 5 years old was golf. My dad is an avid golfer to this day. He didn't see this coming. So after months of defending the PGA Tour and criticizing the source of LIV Golf's funding at every turn, Monahan made an abrupt heel turn. Yes, he did, leaving golf fans and his own tour members to question everything they heard from him for more than a year. Here's his quote. "I recognize that people are going to call me a hypocrite." All right, trying to get in front of it. He knows that. Anytime I said anything, I said it with the information that I had at the moment. And I said it based on someone that's trying to compete for the PGA Tour and our players. I accept those criticisms, but circumstances do change. I think that in looking at the big picture and looking at it this way, that's what got us to this point. All right, let's just skip past all the rest, because all the rest is trying to save cover, save face, make sure this looks good. Let me tell you what's really happening here. Max Kellerman and I used to always say, with new information comes that new evidence, which will come with a new opinion. So I will give Monahan that respect, that things have changed. Here's the thing. This just highlights what Business 101 tells you. Money talks. They're sitting there with $600 billion in assets. That's always going to be the most beautiful woman in that room. She's always going to get attention. She's always going to have sway. You look at LIV Golf, they always was going to have a say. Now, what started to emerge? Obviously, a lot of the lawsuits and tens of millions of dollars going back and forth. And when I got 600 billion, and let's just say you don't, big bank takes little bank. And the way it takes it is by having a war chest. That war chest is so enormous, let's just play this out in court. And then let's just dry up all your funds. And then what you were fighting for, you no longer have, because it no longer exists, because we dried you up. So we always knew that LIV Golf had tremendous leverage. Now, PGA Tour had leverage too, except they were fighting this case against somebody with a bigger bankroll. And more importantly, they started to lose some of their deals as well. So my final summation of all of this is simple. Business is done in real time, not regret time. So anybody, Tiger Woods included, whoever you want to say that could have took 600, 800 million, whether they were virtue signaling or not, whether they really felt that way or not, that's what they decided to do in that moment. And frankly, even though I do feel bad, like, damn, that's a lot of money y'all could have had for just a year, I don't feel bad as well, because no risk, and they didn't want to take the risk. They didn't want to take the character assassination. They didn't want to take those hits that we saw others take, like Brooks Koepka, right? So no risk, no reward. You don't get that 600, 800 million that you could have got easily by that. So all that said, this just highlights the nature of business, big business on a big scale. This story is so long and so detailed, we could have went everywhere. But I'm interested to see what you guys think of the merger, because ultimately, everybody's going to win, except those who were standing there on some holy ground saying they didn't want to defect. Now those guys are out of hundreds of millions of dollars. Coming up next on Never Shut Up, my favorite segment, it is Wiley's World. Look at them W's. Throwing up the W's like I'm Dub C, baby. I'm coming back. We're going to talk some smack. I don't know where Mikey P, where he at, but let's get it in, y'all, on Brinks TV and Reed's TV. Talk some noise. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Thanking you for your viewership, Brinks TV, Reese TV, your membership, YouTube, Wiley's World, and all you aspiring or big-time DJs out there. I'm going to hook you up on Friday Swag Away. Got all that love, but now introducing our newest segment, which is Wiley's World, which is going to allow the world to co-host with me. We have Mikey P as our beautiful spokesman and model who comes in here and he is showing you guys what you guys can do, which is come on here and for 30 seconds, ask me a question, get something off your chest, let me know your opinion, and let's do this. So what's up, Mikey P? What you got on your chest other than... Oh,
I missed the memo. Whoa, where's your glasses?
Oh, you got pink eye too? That shit contagious through the damn screen?
Big dog, I forgot what your face looked like.
Oh, man. My wife too, man. It's been rough around here, man. No love in these streets. All right, brother. What you got for me?
All right, so speaking of that point that you just made last segment about all those PGA Tour and LIV Golf members making that money. So Phil Mickelson, 200 million plus, a number of other players, 100 million plus. But then there's Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy turning down 800 and 500 million respectively to stay loyal, okay? So what would Marcellus Wiley have done in this situation?
Oh, I would have been gone. I've been living. I would have been live golf. I don't even understand this. Like, look, Tiger, I wasn't so upset at. One, he has enough money where he has to be that uber brand conscious, and I respect that. Like, he was like, I just can't take the hits, especially what I put people through already, and now they're back with me. I understood Tiger Woods a little more, even though it was 800 million. I was like, Tiger, I don't give a damn how much money you got. 800 million adds up to whatever the hell billions you got. But Rory, not only was I looking at Rory a little sideways, but he had too much bark. He just kept talking about people, talking about LIV Golf. And he really started doing some personal attacks that I was like, in the moment, I was like, I hope something bad happened to Rory in this situation. I hope he has to come back and eat his words. And now he has to eat his words, $500 million strong. That said, look, people, my thing is this, and this may be controversial, but it's the truth. A lot of this is because people want to put this on Saudi Arabia and say they're bad people as a whole because of some of the incidents that we already talked about. You know, you go to 9/11, you can talk about some of the human travesty issues over there. I get. But to me, I always go back to the grouping of that, which I don't know is fair to those people who are running this entity and the PIF. Like, you can't label all Saudi Arabians as bad. You can't label LIV Golf as bad because it's from Saudi Arabia. Because then, if you want to really have a mental war game, what if they weren't Saudi Arabians, right? What if they were allies of the US of A and still had these things going on? Plus, the US works with a lot of countries that have a lot of issues that I don't want to mention that are easy for us to understand and know, and we do not punish them like we tried to in the character of this conversation. So I don't feel bad for him, especially Rory. I'm like, dog, you didn't take the risk. You didn't take the gamble, so you didn't get the reward.
Does loyalty exist in business anymore? That's the follow-up with this.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a big loyalty fan. I hate the word almost because I just seen it used and I guess misused so many ways that it's just bad. Like, I guess when it's real loyalty, you don't even have to mention it. It's just a bond. It's just a connection. But then loyalty almost seems like when things are bad, like we got to stick together. You know, like loyalty in the gang or something. Like, are you going to be down? You going to be loyal? No, I'm not, fool. I'm telling on all y'all because I ain't do this and I ain't losing 20 years of my life to be loyal to y'all. I ain't loyal to these streets. I ain't loyal to this gang. I ain't loyal to this neighborhood. I am not loyal to the PGA. What the hell is the PGA to me if I play golf? They just an entity like LIV Golf is. I would have had my accountant, agent, manager all on the phone. How much they talking? Okay, what's the downside? Not enough downside. Take the deal. Like, loyal to what? I'm loyal to me, loyal to my family. I'm loyal to the Wiley name, not no damn PGA Tour. That's what Rory McIlroy gets for grandstanding. 500 million large gone.
Love that answer. All right, moving on to football. So the cover athlete of Madden 24 has been announced. He comes from your former team, the Buffalo Bills. Franchise quarterback Josh Allen. Is this a deserving selection? And then I got another question right after that.
Okay, of course it's a deserving selection. Like, who else you gonna put on there? Herbie? Yes, he's next. Who else you gonna put on there? Oh man, look, one, I'm out of that world now. Like, this used to be the most energy you would get in the offseason from players. Their Madden ratings and who's on the cover. And I remember every training camp, first day of training camp, we would sit there and in stretch line, which is our gossip circle, like all the guys when they're supposed to be stretching and, you know, getting your labrum loose, we just talking about girls. We talking about clubs. We talking about life and Madden ratings. And I remember, man, the highest rating I had was a 93 or 97. It was in the 90s. It was high. And everybody was like, boy, I mean, look at me. Boy, you talking about walking around on cloud nine, because you can't argue with me. You can argue with Madden and the company and EA Sports, but you can't argue with me. So that is funny, the currency that it actually gives players. But, of course, Josh Allen deserves it. He's one of the franchise quarterbacks, top 10 quarterback, top 5 quarterback, right on the cusp of winning that Super Bowl. So, yeah, Josh Allen absolutely deserves it.
Agreed. Do you believe in the Madden curse, or is that just a thing?
Just a thing. I mean, look, it depends on how you believe. If whatever you believe, you will achieve. So, you know, whatever you thinking, oh, yeah, that's what's going to be your reality. So I don't believe in curses. I don't believe in voodoo, witches, all that. Like, good luck. Like, I grew up watching Poltergeist and stuff like that. And I understand how you can manipulate your mind. So you can make yourself real scared, and then you can also make yourself feel real confident. And it's all just mind tricks for me. So like I tell my friends, happiness is not a place. It's a choice. And that's the same thing with this. Like, if I'm on the Madden cover, you think I'm about to go, I'm going to be on the Madden cover after I get 1,000 copies for me and my family and my boys. Oh, my God. After that euphoric moment, I'm scared I'm going to get hurt. Hell no, I'm pumped up. I ain't giving a damn about no curse. And if I get hurt, guess what? That's what happens when you play football. Ain't no Madden curse, so I don't believe in it.
All right, and the last topic of Wiley's World today, speaking of John Madden, Will Ferrell is rumored to be playing the legendary coach and broadcaster in a film that chronicles his life and the origin of his video game. Is he a good selection for this role?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say perfect, because at first you think funny, and then you think John Madden, and that's not the first thing you think of with John Madden. But I can see the look. I can see it, because I know Will Ferrell, actually. We went to the same school. Our families know each other, all that kind of stuff. I see him all the time. And that was love. But he doesn't strike me as John Madden, but he's such a good actor. And like John Madden, everyone loves him. You know, I think that's where they started from. Like, Will Ferrell is lovable. So you can make him look like him, too. And then you could tone down some of the humor, because I've seen him a little more deadpan than always just over-the-top funny. So I think it's a really good selection. And I really look forward to that movie, because the way that they did Air and how they made Michael Jordan look in that one, I like that. And if they can do something of that level or even greater for John Madden, that would be amazing, because most of John Madden's greatness people don't know about. All they know is a damn video game. But this dude used to coach, right? John Madden used to run it back in the Raiders days. So I look forward to seeing the entire body of work of his life, not just the video game version.
Yeah, did you see him in Kicking and Screaming a long time ago? He was a coach of a kids' soccer team. I thought he did a pretty good job there. You could pull a little bit from there, you know, the seriousness, but also the funny. If you haven't seen it, though, I encourage you to watch it. Watch it with your kids.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen it, but I mean, look, I do know one thing from my 3 acting classes that I took, that if you really can act, you can actually act. Like, I can act serious. I can act. Watch this, Mikey. That's why I only did 3. I need to keep going back, Mikey. But the point being, you can be hard, you can be soft, you can do whatever you want to do. So I look forward to Will Ferrell doing that. Appreciate you, Mikey P. I see you mañana on these Wiley World streets. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we end every show. We end it with a Wileyism. Oh, one day that's going to be y'all instead of Mikey P. Y'all gonna wear y'all glasses and y'all little, what was that, a Darth Vader shirt? I don't know. Here's today's Wileyism. Nothing is to be feared, only understood. Where you going with this, Marcellus? Nothing is to be feared, only understood. Why? Because your fear is your ignorance. And that's what makes you scared. The fact that you don't know. And what you don't know is scary. Human beings, we're just wired for that convenience, for that comfort, for that security. And whenever we get out of that comfort zone, that's when the fear kicks in. That's when the fear kicks up. And that's when your ignorance is on full display. You see it through race relationships, right? All the time. You can see it through cultural relationships and differences, right? What you don't know about the other culture, you misinterpret. What you don't know about the other person, you misunderstand. And then all of a sudden, you start to fear, right? You don't get closer in that distance. Most of the time, you back up just to try to figure it out. So it's interesting, man. I went to a gun range recently, right? Outdoor gun range I told you guys about, right? And I own a gun. And at the same time, using a gun responsibly, not John Morant, responsibly at a gun range, I still have a fear of using guns. You want to know why? Because I am not a master of my tool. I'm not a master of that gun. They had a gun master there who was helping me, talk me through step by step, right? The safety's here. Okay, this is how you change the cartridge. Okay, this is where you should aim. Okay, this is your stance. Okay, and it's just like playing sports. When you don't know, you're a little scared for that game. But when you start to get really prepared and you know what you're supposed to do and you're fully prepared, where'd the fear go? It's gone because I have mastered that moment. So I noticed it then. Not obviously if someone pull a gun on you, we all scared, god dang it. I'm talking about you using the gun in a safe environment. I still was sitting there like this just because I'm not a master of that situation, that tool. And another thing taught me this when I was really young. My Aunt Mimi, yes, she used to go on a show, if you guys don't know it, Google it, called That's Incredible. And That's Incredible used to do all these crazy things, including the best thing they did was line up millions of dominoes in a big, gigantic room and just hit one and go, I just sit there for 2 minutes just looking at it like a maze. But my Aunt Mimi used to go on that show because she was a world famous animal trainer. She was on Oprah and everything, right? And one thing that I learned from her, because she used to come over to our house and see my Auntie Brenda as well. And she used to bring all these crazy animals. And I was sitting there like, whoa, they cute. Like the little monkey cute, you know, but at the same time, the little iguana cute. But I'm like, yo, I'm kind of like this. Oh, hey, how you doing? Monkey used to come over with the diaper, just sit on your shoulder and just be chilling, gnawing on a banana, laughing around. I was like, what? But I'm scared. I'm looking at his nails and stuff. I'm like, God dang. Her, like it was her brother, like it was her baby, like it was just another little thing, nothing to her. Why? Because she had mastered training them. So nothing's to be feared, just only understood. That'll do it for today's episode of Never Shut Up. Oh man, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I know y'all be back. I know y'all excited that I'm not Hollywood. Y'all love the fact that I got these liquor store Michael Jordan eyes. Y'all see them? That is some old man with some dusty blue jeans, straight bottoms. Those are the eyes you see of him at the liquor store. Franklin in the last episode of Snowfall Eyes. Love you guys. Make sure you get your membership. YouTube, Wiley's World. And I'll see you mañana. Peace. Take hard, as Courtney would say.